I can't lie, I don't really know what to talk about with this video. It's the first video that's really kind of confused me, because who do you blame for yesterday's loss? Do you blame Mr. PE teacher that became a maths teacher, that became a substitute geography teacher and vibes in Mr. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Do you blame him? Do you blame Mr. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who took Mortal Kombat too seriously and turned to Aaron Wan-Scorpio and gave man a fatality on his ankle? Or do you blame the inconsistent players that they put on, or who were starting, in terms of Fred and Matic and Lingard? Do you blame those players? Who do you blame for yesterday's loss? I am actually very confused. I don't know where it went wrong. You know, the team lineup, people are blaming Ole for that as well. People are blaming him for the way he makes his substitutions and who he substitutes on and off. People are obviously again blaming Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but it's like there's so many elements to it that you just end up blaming the team and the management as a whole. Like, I don't know who you blame, but the performance was disgusting. The performance, you might got put in a spliff by a team named Young Boys. But like, even that Young Boys as well, let me chat to you one time for the one time. You might need to change that name. I don't give a heck if that's where you're from. You need to change that name, because it makes us feel, commentators don't even want to say the name. The name is outrageous. Change the name, man. When I'm typing your name on Google, I all have to flipping make sure I add FC so the flipping MI6 don't come through and raid my door. Nah, change the name, fam. It's actually outrageous. It's actually ridiculous. But anyways, moving on. Moving on. One thing I do need to do is shout out Cristiano Ronaldo, because the man is a machine. 3 goals in 2 games. Ridiculous. Actually ridiculous. You know, sometimes I feel like, is this man actually that good, or is football a fix? It's hard. I'm stuck in the middle, 50-50, like the OC BBC show. Like, I don't understand which one it is, but nevertheless, shout out to him, because certain man's goal hasn't scored yet. Someone said it, not me, innit? I'm just reiterating what that person has said in it. But I might agree with that person as well. But I wasn't the one that made that statement. But I'm just reiterating what they said. And they said, it was them, they said that your GOAT, his name begins with an L and his last name begins with an M. They said that your GOAT hasn't scored yet.
Someone said it, innit, not me, innit.
But anyway, moving on. I just think Ronaldo's ridiculous, and I find it so amazing how he's walked into a team like Manchester United again, but he's now come back with that presence, that power, and that influence to just rise this whole team up to a different level. Right now, with Cristiano Ronaldo, I actually think United are capable of winning multiple silverware this season. You know, depending on how the routes go and who they face and who they avoid. You know, I can see them in a Carabao Cup final. I can see them in an FA Cup final. I can see Manchester United winning the Premier League. You know, I feel like this season is going to be very, very close between Chelsea, Liverpool, City and United. Like, it's a strong top 4 again. You know, the last 3 seasons it's literally just been Liverpool and Man City. Now, this season, with Tuchel as well, Chelsea's in that mix. And even though it's Mr. Maths teacher and vibes, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Man United are in that mix now, man. With Cristiano Ronaldo as well, especially. There's certain people that I know that are saying if United don't win anything, then they need to sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because of the amount of money he spent. And you lot can't say they have not backed this guy. They have backed him. You know, he bought Dan James, he bought Telles, he bought Wan-Bissaka, he bought Maguire, he's bought Varane, he's bought Ronaldo, he's bought Jadon Sancho. You feel me? The man has spent money. Diaby, if that's his name, I forgot his name. The right winger that came from Atalanta. He spent a lot of money. So now it's really time for consistent performances to come through for Manchester United. What we saw yesterday was a disaster class. That was actually awful. Awful. And I know Ronaldo has chiefed up the team and said, listen, this can't run. I've seen a lot of people as well talk about Jadon Sancho. As someone who watched Jadon Sancho week in and week out, I can tell you that he is not the Jadon Sancho from Borussia Dortmund. Please do not compare the two. Please do not say that the Bundesliga is easier, and please do not say that he was facing easy competition. No. The situation is, one, the price tag. There's a lot of pressure. 72 million for a winger coming from the Bundesliga is still pressure, still a lot of money. Two, this transfer has been ongoing for, I think now, 2.5 seasons. That saga went on for. So again, that comes with pressure. And three, he's adapting his game. He has to change the way he plays. He had a bit of a free role at Dortmund where he could pretty much do whatever he wanted, however he wanted to, with risk and sometimes reward. And it would pay off. And, you know, even on his worst days, the man would get an assist. But in Manchester United, there are so many different levels to their game now where you've got Cristiano Ronaldo, who I literally see them always just trying to get the ball to. Bruno Fernandes, you know, it's a passing game with Manchester United. It's not so much in terms of individuality. It's literally a passing game when I watch them play. So he's just got to adapt. You know, he's just got to adapt. It's going to take time. I am a Jadon Sancho fan. He's one of my favorite players, so I'm not going to be unrealistic or be biased. I'm just going to tell you what I see. It's not the Jadon Sancho from Dortmund. This is the Jadon Sancho of Manchester United who's not comfortable and hasn't adapted yet. We'll get there. I'm out here. My trim is dead. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. I'm going to go in the mirror now and zhuzh myself up. You get me? But what did you guys think about yesterday's game? And who do you blame for the loss? Do you blame all three elements, or is there a specific moment or a specific person that you blame for that loss? I know a lot of people giving Jesse Lingard stick, but this is the same man that was cutting loose for West Ham last season and the same man that has cut loose for Manchester United since he returned on loan from West Ham. So I can't lie, I'm not going to blame Jesse Lingard. It's an error. It happens to the best of players. It happens all the time. It's just one of them things. He read the game wrong. And it just, yeah, but I wouldn't say he's dead food and I wouldn't say he needs to leave. I actually rate Jesse Lingard. I think he's a very good footballer, and I think his shot and his technique is ridiculous. If you see some of the shots and the goals this guy scores, it's crazy. I just think he's very underrated, and I think that just because he does this and he dances and he's a bit of a banterhead, people just don't take him seriously. But he's a very good footballer, very, very good. But who do you blame for yesterday's loss? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm out here. Take care of yourselves. Peace. Need to go freshen up, boy. Cause boy, tough. Right here.